Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Mango, the GOAT. This is a mental liberation moment, and this is the IIP. IIP stands for Involuntary Immigrants Podcast. You're welcome. So there's a thing called white supremacist and a white extremist. We always equate them to each other, but they're totally different. If you find yourself mad at Kanye for wearing a shirt that says "Son Ducker Lives Matter," this is an example that maybe your mind is not yours anymore. Sometimes it takes deviance to teach a nigga. It took Ye wearing this shirt to finally be able to get on TV and get a message out that I definitely believe and have been preaching for a while now, especially if you listen to me. Ye and Candace Owens wore a White Lives Matter shirt, and us niggas got madder at them than the fact that black on black crimes are so much higher. And before I dig into that, I just want to say, I'm not one of them old black on black crime ass niggas. Well, you talk about the police killing people, but what about black on black crime? I'm not one of them niggas. I see black on black crime as a part of the white supremacist system, because black on black crime mainly exists due to poverty. And if you listen to Dr. Claude Anderson, he tells you how the white supremacist system is built to keep you niggas poor. Ye and Candace wore the White Lives Matter shirts, and us niggas got so mad at them. We don't get mad at the black on black crime. We don't get mad at the abortion. I'm not saying only get mad at one. I'm saying we should be mad at all that shit. The abortions kill more niggas yearly than white people. Well, listen, most of them doctors are white, so I guess they get that body count too, right? But the prisons are new slavery. Our neighborhoods are not our communities. Communities come with ownership. So the neighborhoods, we don't own them. And our baby's education is really our baby's indoctrination. See, now what's really bigger than all of that is the text White Lives Matter on merchandise hurts the nigga far less than the Black Lives Matter scam we just experienced, by way of the fact that Black Lives Matter capitalized off our pain and sorrows while also doing nothing for the Negro community or the families of the victims of the white supremacist or murderers. See, now, both benefit the Negro none. But at least White Lives Matter capitalize off the Black Lives Matter Foundation. White Lives Matter does not capitalize off the Negro. And I'm cool with that. That's like why I like Republicans more than Democrats. I don't think none of them are for us, but the Republicans don't pander to us. The Republicans don't tell our women no fucking no voting. I ain't never seen that commercial yet from them. Now, the big question I have, and why I'm questioning the indoctrination of the minds of people that got so mad at Ye. Did anybody ask Ye or listen to Candace talk about why they wore the shirts? See, we are so indoctrinated by the party that created the Klan, or I call them the Jackass Party. We would not even listen to the reasons of another nigga that could have your interests at heart. See, the absence of listening could lead to absence of new information, which is what an entity whose sole purpose is to control you emotionally and then benefit off you by way of your lack of information would love. It's a pimp and a hoe trait, and our people are majority hoes. These corporations and jackass parties are the pimps. It's like Cat Williams' Stone Mountain story. Hey, bitch, I want you to go out there and suck all that dick so tomorrow we could take over Stone Mountain. I don't know how we gonna do it, but daddy say we need to suck that dick. We gonna take over Stone Mountain. See, notice something. See, we will see people as great, genius, all these positive things until they speak against the Jackass Party. That's a sign of indoctrination. They got us by the brain, bro, as a culture. Not individually, because I don't fuck with them. But as a culture, I am as my people are. So I'm going to include myself with us. They got us as a culture, homie. And the shit is fucked up because before, before Ye, everybody was blaming like this new vocal Ye on his mom dying. I don't think Ye's crazy. I said it last year. I think Ye's a genius. I think he's one of the best minds of our era. And they take sound bites and say, he's fucking crazy. They take sound bites and say, he's bipolar. Because you don't understand the motherfucker don't mean he's crazy or bipolar. Because you don't understand the motherfucker mean you ain't listening. Fuck that soundbite shit. Listen to what he's saying. Fuck that shirt. Look at the interview, what he's explaining. He's talking about the abortions, the health, the obesity, how they promoting all of this toxic shit onto us. Motherfucker, if you my age, you grew up watching Big Mama's, how she put all the pork fat and all that shit, then the bitch lost her legs and died. But now they preaching to us like fat is beautiful. Listen, I don't like big women depressed. I don't like big women being depressed and this and that. So, a fat bitch being happy about her weight is one thing, but a fat bitch promoting it's a fucking demonry, homie. Cause like you don't want to see nobody that wants to commit suicide because they fat or because they don't like their body and this and that. And they come with that body fucking dysphoria and all that fucking shit. But at the same time, I don't want to see no bitch dying at 45 with diabetes and all this shit. My 600-pound life, the bitch can't even wash her ass. She outside getting sprayed with a water hose. But they pushing that shit and it goes into like an emotional catering type of deal. And the shit's fucked up, but all of this shit is on us. All women are naturally bigger. All women are naturally curvier, right? And because it's sexy, they're pushing it too far. Why the fuck is black women getting BBLs, dog? Sister, you fine the way you are. Niggas loved Trump. He was in every rap song. All the rappers fucked with him until he spoke against the Democratic Party. Niggas love Ye till he spoke against the Democratic platform. That's when the niggas, oh, he's racist. He's crazy. They tell us all this shit and then they make us stop listening to what they're saying. I realized this when Trump, they were talking about pulling down the Confederate statues. Right? And then Trump said something like, well, George Washington owned slaves and such owned slaves. We're going to take their statues down too. And they were like, oh, look, he's capping for him. Really, listen to the message in which he said. If you so want to take down the Confederate people shit, why don't you want to take down the forefather shit? It's a distraction, homie. It's a divide and conquer. If you mad at these people for owning slaves and doing all this, why you ain't mad at the other people for owning slaves and doing all this shit? Why are you just focused on the people that the jackasses are telling you, well, you shouldn't like them. Nah, I shouldn't like none of y'all motherfuckers. But, not saying that their lives don't matter. See, the thing is, the Jackass Party showed their hand too early because they panicking. See, most men, especially black men, we make decisions with our dicks. Cock and balls. See, the dick got a head, but it don't got a brain. So the left has been brainwashing and indoctrinating our women. They also been creating more LGBTQ members and then using them. We seen this in the past politically with during the Great Migration, but we're going to get into that a little bit later. But with the left knowing we're sexual because we've been sexualized as a culture, right? So they know that we make a lot of decisions based on fucking sexual, all this shit. Then you see they're panicking about black voter turnout. What do? They get 2 rappers. I don't know the one dude name. I think he's a transsexual or something. I don't know. But I know Trina. I'm raised up on Trina. I might have beat my dick to Trina growing up. But these 2 motherfuckers, they got a video, no fucking, no voting. So basically, Trina telling you to gerrymander that pussy. No fucking, no voting. This is what they think of us, homie. This is what they think of us. They don't talk about no policy, no quid pro quo, no what we gonna do for you. Shaka Khan said, what you gonna do for me? They ain't talking none of that shit. These motherfuckers is talking about, hey, if you don't vote, you ain't getting no pussy. They trying to convince the people that they've been working on to get the black man to vote. But they don't offer nothing to the black man because the black man is starting to say, hey, man, why? What the fuck I'm going to vote for? Why? Why should I vote? Bitch, tell me why. Why should I vote? They say, oh, man, that nigga asking too many questions. Tell this girl that not to give him no pussy unless he vote. You going to vote, baby? No, I ain't work. Well, you ain't getting none of this pussy. All right, then, I'm going to go vote. I hope that video alone make every nigga go vote Republican. That's how you combat that shit, to be honest with you. That's how you combat it. You go vote Republican just because they tried you. They going to be petty. You got to be petty too, nigga, because they tried you. You got to go just vote Republican. So when they see that the voter turnout is the niggas done went and voted all Republican, they going to say, oh, man, them niggas really mean it this time. And it's the best time to do it during these primaries. That's the best time to do it. Lose that fear that the Republicans are going to do this and that. Them Republicans care about their money, right? None of them parties care about us. None of them parties give a fuck about us. None of them parties feel like they owe us nothing. And then, shout outs to Ye, he said that. The difference is only one party is using us as a head count. Told y'all this last year. It's Connery versus Coonery. It's only one party that's using us. I watched Marcel Dixon chase down Warnock and say, hey, what about reparations, man? He putting that full court press on him. Warnock looked like a little kid when they about to get their ass whooped because they know they did something wrong. And he just avoided the whole combo. And then I watched him another day walk up to Warnock and put that pressure on him. Warnock was talking to a white lady. He gave her his utmost attention. Soon as Marcel said something, that motherfucker started walking away. Because you're a puppet. So, I mentioned the Great Migration, and a lot of people listen to me up north, all over the place. This way y'all can probably get mad at me. Don't give a fuck. Up north niggas is descendant of trick niggas. See, they left the South on the idea that was really an illusion of niggas doing better in the North. But the white supremacy system is a North and a South thing. It's a Democratic and a Republic thing. It's an American thing. Individually, you can capitalize off of capitalism. But in the end, it's still people on the bottom that either become your labor or your clientele. Looking at niggas up north who are charged more for living conditions. And the conditions is worse. Nigga, you paying $5,000 for a closet to live in with rats that look like pit bull puppies. In the South, you could pay that same $5,000 and be on some land. And man, nigga, listen. These niggas is descendants of the ones who fled the South under the assumption they had a better chance at gaining wealth and education. Well, look at the wealth differences now. As I said, niggas up north paying thousands and thousands of fucking dollars for some rat-infested project building. In the South, you get something nice, man. You get something nice. It was a trick. It was to divide us so our head counts wasn't as big. Because if we ever get together and unified, we'll really be in a position to demand some shit. Look at the differences from the grandparents down south versus the grandparents up north. Grandparents in the south, they got more land. All the places they motivated us to migrate to is severely shitholes. Now, I'm not saying the people there is shit. I'm saying the people, my people, that moved to these northern and western places, they forced to live in shitholes, man. And it be nice shit. It's just the area that they succumb to is shitholes. And they do that shit. It's starting to trickle down to the South. They starting to do that shit with the South, where you got all this opportunity to get more land and get more this and that, but they tricking niggas to move to the city. It's more jobs in the city. Yeah, until they ain't no more. I watched that shit on California where they got niggas out there and it was jobs and then they shut everything down. I think they did it in Detroit. They did it all. That's what they do. They move you there to build some shit. They don't need you no more. So then they leave you in a condition to rot. They convince niggas to migrate for labor and political motivation, political indoctrination. The one thing I disagreed with Ye on in his interview was he said chaos is the devil and God is order. I semi-disagree with him. It's my opinion that chaos is nothing but unrecognized order. Thank y'all for listening.
Do you remember writing in your diary that freedom is the freedom to say 2 and 2 make 4?
Yes.
How many fingers am I holding up, Winston?
4.
And if the party says it is not 4 but 5, then
4.
180. How many? 190. How many fingers, Winston?
4. 5. 4. Anything you like. Only stop the pain. Stop.
Involuntary. Done contrary to or without choice. Involuntary.
Immigrant.
Done contrary
Definition
to
1.
or without choice.
A person who immigrates.
Involuntary.
Immigrant.
Done contrary
Definition
to
1.
or without
A
choice.
person who comes
Done contrary to or without choice. Done contrary to or without choice. Done contrary to or without choice.
Definition 1. Immigrant. Definition 1. Plant or ethnic person established. Plant or ethnic unknown. Unknown. Established.
Trying to free your mind.
What white people have to do is try to find out in their own hearts why it was necessary to have a nigger in the first place. But if you think I'm a nigger, it means you need it. The question you gotta ask yourself, the white population of this country's gotta ask itself, North and South, because it's one country, and for a Negro, there is no difference between North and the South. There's just a difference in the way they castrate you.
Trying to free your mind,
Who taught you to hate yourself?
Involuntary. Done contrary to or without choice.
Immigrant. Definition 1. A person who immigrates. Definition 2. A plant or animal that becomes established where it was previously unknown.